Okay. What we're going to be doing now is to think about how you're going to record the data that you're collecting. We've been talking about data collection, and today we're going to be focusing about how you're going to record it. In what form are you going to record the data? Usually, you can use tally charts to record the data, or sometimes if you got two sets of data or two variables being recorded, you can always use two-way table, right? So I would like us to just look at a couple of examples so that you understand. What we are doing today is to think about how you're going to record the data that you're collecting. Okay, so I want you to pause the video quickly and try this question. Pause the video and try this question. Okay, hope you tried it. A restaurant manager asks 50 customers to choose their favorite way to eat potatoes from the following four options: boiled potatoes, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, or roast potatoes. Okay, so the manager is interested, in just knowing what they really want. Design a tally chart that could be used to record the data. Right. So how the tally chart is going to look like with this. Number one, you're going to have three columns. The first column would be about all the possible options you have in here. This is going to be about the potato type. We got boiled potato, mashed, baked, and beans. And then for each one, you're going to need to have a tally that you're going to enter the responses. So if the first person say that he would prefer boiled, you'll tally that person here. The second person say would love mashed, you tally that person here. The third person say would love boiled, tally them. Another person said baked, there. Another one says roast, there. Another one says mashed, there. So you just tally them. Then the frequency will be for you now to add the tallies. Say, for example, if you only have two people who prefer the boiled, then you're just going to write two there. So frequencies will be basically the number of tallies added together. So with this kind of information, you need a tally chart with three columns. The first column will be the all possible combinations on all possible responses, then the tally, and then the frequency. Now make sure that this column has got all the possible options you have in here. Okay, which were 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you must have all those four there. Okay. Right, so I would like you to pause the video quickly and try question 1 and 2. Pause the video and try question 1 and 2. Okay, hope you try that. Question 1 says, give two things that are wrong with this tally chart for recording the colors of cars in a car park. Now, by looking at this, number one, there is no tally column because we need a tally column whereby we can tally the cars as they pass by, or we can tally the cars as we see them. So tally column is missing here. The next thing is that you got some options here that are not there. There are some responses that are missing here. Some cars could be white, some could be pink, some could be green, right? So if it's a green car, there will be nowhere to tally. So you needed to have more here. What could be done here is basically just to have the word other. Other here would mean all other cars that are not listed here. Okay. Right. So question 2, design a tally chart that could be used to record the answers to each of the questions below. In each case, all the possible answers are listed. How many times a week do you go to the supermarket? There's 0, 1, 2, 3, and more than 3. So you're going to have three columns again. The first column would be on these numbers. 0 means that the person doesn't go, 1 means once, and so on. Okay. The second column would be tally, and then the third one will be frequency. So your table will look something like this. Okay, so the number of visits 0, 1, 2, 3, more than 3, tally there, and the frequency there. Okay, and the same thing would be done with question part B of the question. So part B will look something like this. Notice that at the end here you put the word other, because other people might be visiting other countries other than this. So you can just put other there. Okay. So if you want to pause the video and just correct your work or just mark your work. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next part. So I'd like you to try question 3. Pause the video and try question 3, please. Pause the video and try question 3. Okay, hope you've done well on that. So with this one, I'm just going to display the answers for you. So the first column will be the modes of transport. Make sure you have the word other for the other options, that are not listed here. And then for part B, remember the shortest number of days you can have in a month will be 28, which is February, and the longest will be 30. The most will be 31. Okay, some people will have been born in February where the month was 28. Others would have been on a leap year when February has got 29 days in it. Okay. Then you have the tally and then you have the frequency. Right, so well done. So that's going to be the end of our video on this session.